Rusty Cooley's Guitar Asylum TV is brought to you by the original Houston Gold Exchange, #1 gold buyer in Texas for over 30 years. Coming up on Rusty Cooley's Guitar Asylum TV. NAMM? What the hell is that? We'll show you up next. Then, warm up your fingers, it's time to shred. All new masterclass. All that plus a new guitar tech with Mike Ned. Only on the craziest place for the musically insane.
Hey, I'm hanging out with Fred today at PV Amplification. Fred, what's up, man?
What's going on?
You know, just hanging.
Great.
So tell us what you got going on here this year.
Well, we got a lot going on. Obviously, we're here in the amp room at NAMM 2011. We've got the legendary 6505, which needs little explanation.
That's right.
Ultimate metal amplifier. It's killer. Next to it, we've got the 6534, which has got a slightly modified clean channel. It cleans up a little bit better. It's got some EL34s in it, and to me, this really is a monstrous amplifier, especially when combined with our new Stevens TrueSonic 430 cabinet. Now, the PV430 is a departure from the way that the 6505 cabinet sounds. The 6505 cabinet is an amazing American-made 412 cabinet, but it's kind of dark. And a lot of people like more mid-growl, mid-punch, mid-high. That's what this cabinet does. The Stevens TrueSonic speakers that are inside are a specially formulated vintage speaker. It really captures that vintage 25, 30 watt tone. And that cabinet with any of these heads is amazing. But what we've got it paired with right here is a new XXX head. This is a high gain head, also has a sparkly clean channel. 412 AX7s and 4 EL34s, 3 channels. Each of the crunch and the lead channels have a fat knob on them.
Gotcha.
Resonance and presence controls, and a noise gate, which is really crucial when you're playing a lot of loud high gain. So this amp's going to be available first quarter 2011.
It looks great too, man.
It's a fantastic amplifier. We're really excited about that. This is the Butcher. Everybody knows that PV is the sound of metal. We have been for a very, very long time. And this amplifier is something completely different. This is the sound of American-made rock and roll. So it's a mid-gain amplifier, but when you crank it up to 7, 8, 9, 10, it just punches and cuts right through the mix. This is a fantastic amp for those guys that are not all the way shred lead gain. And this is hitting a completely new market for PV, and we're just really thrilled about it. We've got it also paired with the 430 cabinet. And this is the 3120, which is also EL34's 3-channel amplifier. Made in the United States. Every single one of these amplifiers you see is made in Meridian, Mississippi, and they are all best sellers in their marketplace, and we're really thrilled to be here talking to you about them at the NAMM show.
You're watching Guitar Asylum TV!
Hey, I'm hanging out with Bill from Worley Pedals today. What's up, Bill?
Not too much, man. How you doing?
Good to see you, man. I'm doing
good to
great.
see you. Another NAMM show, another year.
You know it, man. So tell us about what you guys got new this year.
Well,
or
as
some
always,
of the old classics.
you know, Morley makes all the world-famous optical wah pedals and volume pedals, stuff that you've been using.
Right.
Mark Tremonti, Steve Vai, George Lynch, all these great players using our stuff. We're honored to have them. And so we're always trying to put out more stuff that's just helpful for people to have. So this year we're putting out, and we've been over the course of the last year, putting out mini versions of all of our wah pedals.
Right.
So basically we've taken our great sounding wah pedals and just put them in a shrunk down size, better fit on your pedal board.
Right.
And but with all the same great features that we have.
So everything's exactly the same, just compact, a little bit easier to get out on the road.
Exactly. A
rock and
regular
roll.
volume pedal, a regular standard wah pedal, a combo wah volume.
Yeah.
And then of course the newest one is a Maverick, which is a switchless version, basically sounding in the same tone as like a Bad Horsey or Tremonti pedal, but in a smaller pedal.
Gotcha. I like it.
Yeah,
I like
it's pretty
it,
cool,
man.
and people are really digging them. They're just eating them up, and the people speak. We answer with a good pedal. You know?
Gotcha.
So,
Gotcha. Awesome.
And
So, yeah, go ahead.
So Rusty's been using our stuff for a long while. We can get the same kind of tones in these smaller pedals and in the larger pedals.
Gotcha.
So you got to check those out.
Yeah, and one of the main reasons I use Morley, aside from the awesome tone, is the switchless, man. Because when you're on it, you're on it, and when you're off, you're off, and there's no questioning what's going on. So I love it.
That's a funny thing too with the switchless pedals. Years ago, we had a switchless pedal, early 90s, and it did very well, but it didn't do as good as we thought. We almost never did it again.
Right.
And along comes Steve Vai, he loves the switchless thing, and then off we go. Now we've got a ton of them including the stuff by George,
Right.
and Mark Tremonti, TM Stevens,
Sure.
and even now the Mini Maverick.
Gotcha.
So it's great stuff, man. Step
Awesome.
on, step off.
Yeah. All right. Killer,
So,
man.
one
Want to talk
other-
about that
Yeah,
tuner?
the tuner. Now this is very cool. This is called the AccuTuner, and it's a strobe or a chromatic tuner. So
Okay.
you press the button and it remembers where you set it,
Right.
and it stays there. And even if you power it down, it stays in a chromatic or strobe mode.
Yeah.
So with the chromatic tuner, it's a little less accurate, but it's quick.
Sure.
And in strobe mode, it takes a little longer, but it's very accurate.
Right.
So you have that choice. You got dual outputs on there. So one of them for muting and one
Sure.
of them for straight through. It's got a huge LED display so you can see it, and it's in stop box format
Sure.
with a couple other cool features for calibration and choosing a note. So
All right.
it's very cool, and it's doing very well.
Killer. All right. Fantastic, Bill. Thanks for your time, man.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
it.
Rusty. It's good to see
bet.
you, buddy.
Hey, this is Dr. B with Rusty Cooley's Guitar Asylum TV. We're at NAMM 2011, and I got right here Dave Reffett.
How are you, sir?
All right, and you got a brand new signature guitar.
This is the Esoteric Guitars DR1 Dave Reffett signature model guitar. I'm really excited about it. And for those of you guys who don't know me, I'm known for my work with my project Shredding the Envelope with George Lynch and Michelangelo Badio and all those guys. And it's a really cool record. Check it out if you haven't seen it. And this bad boy here, this is mahogany, walnut, and is it figured maple, Ryan? Figured maple, Seymour Duncan blackout pickups, which I love, Floyd Rose, the Pro Series, the really high-end one that I like. This is an ebony fretboard, really smooth. It's got a really fast neck. It's got the dual spoke wheel truss rod, so you can really get it the action you like, you know. Really cool inlays, and I just love the just the whole design, man. You know, he really works really hard on these guys, and it's I really appreciate fine craftsmanship. You know, when things are done well. It's the same thing with a record that's recorded well. You can just tell, you know. And
Well, I noticed that your guitar fits really close to the body because of the way it's concave
Yeah.
to the back there. So
Yeah.
how does that help? How does that fit for you?
it's cool for me because my right hand technique is I pick, you know, the angle which it's at really helps me play. And like you said, it's just really the dynamics of the contour works well for me.
Well, I noticed one thing. You have 2 volume knobs and a tone knob. Most of the time we hear about 1 volume, 2 tone, but what's the secret behind the 2 volume knobs?
He's the guy to ask on that. I have no.
Come over here, Ryan. Well, tell us the whole thing about the 2 volume knobs and setup.
Well, I just wanted to go with a separate volume for the neck, separate volume for the bridge, and then a master tone. It's kind of cool because you can do effects too when you have your 3-way toggle. You can like roll the volume off of here, just totally kill it there, right? And then you can just be like a, you know what I mean? So it's just cool. It gives you a lot of choices.
Well, I like the fact that with a double truss rod, you say it really takes the twist out of the neck.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with these new string gauges, different tunings that people have these days. The fretboard can kind of twist over time. So with the dual truss rods, you can actually just totally dial out your fretboard.
So what kind of price we're looking at for this type of guitar?
$2,500 it sells for, and I think it's a steal, man. They're handmade in America by guitar players for guitar players, and they're just so solid, man. I mean, like, you can slam it against the wall and it will go out of tune. That's what I need, you know, because when you're in the studio, you don't want to be burning a lot of cash tuning every 5 seconds, and these guys give you the intonation you need, you know.
With your own personal playing, what gauge strings do you use?
I use 9s and 10s sometimes for leads. If I'm doing rhythms, I use something a little heavier, maybe give it some more oomph. And yeah, live I'll probably use 10s or something, you know, for tone.
Well, how about you giving a lot of the fans just show us what you got right here? All righty.
Up next, Rusty's all-new masterclass. Plus, stay tuned for more NAMM and the search for the mysterious Malmsteen, only on the craziest place for the musically insane.